welcome to part 2. We already went through this on part 1, so if you missed it, please take a peek. And here we are in part 2, the new section of the garden. We have eggplants here. I hope you're having a great evening. We have Ichabod eggplant here. We have a regular Black Beauty eggplant. They're both flowering. We have some Rosita eggplants, which is a pink eggplant, and we also have a white one, but they're struggling with all the extreme heat and that bout of rain we got, and then now more heat. So all of the plants are struggling here. I think we're zone 8B. We're on the coast of South Carolina, so we've had it pretty rough just like everybody else. Here are our more super beefsteak tomatoes, and they're just starting to flower. So I'm really banking on the second half of the garden season, I'll tell you that. And then we have Roma tomatoes over here. And I also collect rain in these trash cans, 32 gallons of rain. We are allowed to collect rainwater here in South Carolina. So it does help with the drought, and I don't use tap water. So if I don't have rainwater, I will fill these and let them sit for 24 hours. Or I will use pond water. So here we are. I also have a couple of melons in here. They're either cantaloupe or a couple of species from a bed up in the front that just didn't make it. And as you can see, I'm also using shade cloths. So I have jalapeno peppers here. We ate most of them. I got a few left, and we got some babies coming. The more you pick, the more they grow. This is a butterfly bush baby that I had sprout in the front, and I had to dig it up. This is a Tabasco pepper for making salsa, and the peppers are really cool because they grow up. And then we have our habanero peppers. We gave the neighbors a bunch of the ripe ones because they're just way too hot for us to eat. So, but it's a beautiful little plant here. Just keeps going. And then I have a white cherry tomato plant that wasn't doing well over here in this bed, so I pulled it over here to see if it would grow in more shade, and it is. And here's the cayenne pepper. We're hoping to have our own cayenne powder by the end of this fall, so hopefully this will get going. This is a moonflower. It's having a hard time climbing up this pole, so I'll probably just get some zip ties, and that'll give it something to grab on. Here is a lemon or grapefruit tree that we grew from a seed. I'm not sure which made it, but that's what we have there. I also have an avocado that we started by seed, and I think this is a weed or a flower. I don't know, that always happens to us. But it deteriorates once it starts doing pretty well. And here are some more tomato plants that I took cuttings because I definitely want more of those tomatoes for this last half of the summer. Here we have another Black Beauty eggplant, and as you can see, it's flowering. So hopefully when we do an update, we'll keep you posted. Okay, and now we have some morning glories. They have a white stripe, and they're pink and purple, and I do this to bring in the pollinators. And then I have some cherry tomatoes, and as you can see, my orange or yellow ones, I'm not sure which they are yet, are awesome. They taste great. And let's see, I've been eating them all week. But the other cherry tomatoes, I'm not sure why they're small. They've got some flowers, but it's a brand new box, so it takes a year or two for them to get going with the microorganisms and everything. Now over here, we have some sunflowers. We have some zinnias, again for the pollinators. We have some watermelon. We have cucumbers. We have to leave them on the ground because the vine borers seem to be leaving them alone, but you got to check them for your cucumbers. And then I have some, let's see, we have the Lilano Sweet Glow watermelon. I know that's a cantaloupe. We have the Silver Yamato watermelon here. And then I have some vining tomatoes. They're not doing that well. I don't know if they're getting enough sun in this exact spot, but it's our first year. Again, another brand new box. And as you see, onions, I plant onions randomly because they make a flower that the bees just love. So it's great. And it also keeps other pests away that do not like onions. And they're just regular green onions that you would get at your market. And I just stuck them in the ground and they grew, and I've got babies back there. This is two Mr. Stripey tomato plants, and they are just now flowering. And then we also have the lemon boy. We have 2 of those. I can't wait to try them because these yellow species and orange, they're really tasty. They're a lot different than the red. I highly suggest you try them. Over here we have replanted peppers. Because of the varmint over there, we decided to go ahead and start replanting, and they are just now starting to make peppers. So we got a yellow, we've got an orange, green, and red, and here's more of the silver Yamato watermelon. Another butterfly bush. We have some more zinnia, and I did have a sunflower in there, but it's long gone. And then I have icicle radishes. They say that they are sweet like sugar, but they're not. I bit into one, it was a little spicy, it was kind of funny. Maybe I tried it the wrong time of the year. But anyway, there's a little baby frog in here. I don't know if you can see, if you can zoom in. Oh, there's 2 of them. Look at that, Sam. The camera guy can zoom in on these little baby frogs. Those are our tadpoles that we had. And we shot a little short video of that. That's great. I love that stuff. Over here, we have some parsley that we planted that really got beat up by the heat. And we'll be replanting again. The swallowtail butterfly loves parsley, and so do we. And I thought this was cat grass, but this was the asparagus yard-long bean by accident. So, but now's not the time to transplant. So here we have our herb garden, or herb section. We have some cilantro. Oh, and our fountain, we have backsplash, and oh, another baby frog. Oh God, I love it. But yeah, I love the sound of it when we can keep water in it. And these are muscadine grapes, which is super awesome. They're growing right out of the woods behind our property. And then we have a habanero pepper plant that we messed up. This is a Gerbera daisy. I think it's red or pink. This is spearmint for tea. And then we have rosemary. And then we have regular peppermint for tea. And then we have catmint or catnip. And the cats have found it, as you can see, they've really gotten into that. And another Gerbera daisy, and then we have lemon balm for tea as well. So thank you so much for joining me in my backyard for part 2. And this is where I sit and I plant seeds and stuff, or just have coffee and relax. And of course, you know, I sneak out here at night too. But anyway, you guys have a great night, and we've got the front yard. So we'll be doing the front yard next in the next few days. Have a great night.